Looking for Madden 22 Ultimate Team coins? IG Vault has the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SPORTSGAMERS for 6% off your order. Looking to get better at defense in Madden 22? If so, make sure to watch this video because I'm about to break down the best defense in the game. What's up YouTube, it's Duke back here from sportsgamers.com. In today's Madden 22 tip video, I'm going to break down the best defense in the game that's going to allow you guys to not only get very solid pressure, but stop the pass and the run all at the same time. This defense right here is super easy to use, and it's going to be something that you can easily adjust from too. Now, you could technically do this 3-5 wide defense from a lot of playbooks. However, the playbook that I use the most when I want to run 3-5 wide is actually multiple, because first of all, multiple is nice because it has a lot of different formations. As you can see, it's 4-3, 3-4, 5-2, nickel, dime, dollar, quarters, prevent. Goal. Like, it has everything basically. But what you're gonna be able to do in this defense here, because it has the 3-5 normal and the 3-5 wide, is you could actually audible from the 3-5 normal to the 3-5 wide. And what that does for you, especially if you play MUT and you have a bunch of good safeties on your team, is you can put 3 safeties in this formation in the game at linebacker and then audible into the nickel 3-5 wide and get more speed on the field, which is going to help with both your coverage and your blitz. So I want to take a look at the Cowboys. We have the Cowboys in this video. Just show you guys their personnel and then explain to you how the best way for this team anyways would be to utilize it. So you can see that they have, as far as their linebackers go, they actually have some good linebackers. They have basically a linebacker that's 93 speed, 88 speed, 87 speed. They got some good linebackers. Now, when you look at their safeties on the field, they're not as good. So with this team, honestly, it would be best just to use your actual linebackers. But if you had a team that safeties were a lot better, especially, like I said, if you play MUT, you're going to want to sub-end safeties. But anyways, let's get into it now. I'm going to explain to you how I'm going to set up this personnel. So, all that said, in this 3-5 normal, I will say that I am going to definitely put Van Der Esch in on the D-line. I don't really need him. Now, wherever I want to use her, the middle linebacker is basically I'm going to use her. I'm going to put the best guy for me to use her there, whether that's a safety or a linebacker. For this team, honestly, I'm probably going to use Hooker or maybe Jabril Cox. But anyways, I'm going to definitely put in Van Der Esch on the line. And then I'm going to go ahead and put Gregory in at D tackle. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's really good. We're going to keep him and Van Der Esch on the ends. Now, as far as these subs go, again, Neal, he's been a safety in the past, so we're good with him, and then Parsons too, so we're just going to leave them in. But like I said, if I was using another team, I probably would just have 3 safeties in the game. But for this team, I only have 1. So we're going to go ahead and set our audibles, and we're going to put Mike Blitz 3 in the audibles. Now, that's the main play we're going to use in this video. There are other plays that I break down, and if you guys can get me 250 likes on this video, I will show you another play from this formation to use the same with this scheme. Also, if you enjoy my weekly and daily Madden 22 tips and gameplays on my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. Now, the other thing is, make sure you have your auto flip on when using this defense, and I just come out in the Tampa 2. Now, remember, guys, if you were only going to sub in your middle linebacker as a safety, you could come out in 3-5 wide directly. But if you want to put 3 safeties in the game at linebacker, you need to come out in the nickel 3-5 and then audible to the 3-5 wide from the 3-5 normal. Now, we all know what we play when we play online. We play gun bunch offset. That's what everybody runs. And this defense is going to do the best job at allowing you to defend that. So one of the more common plays is this double post. And we're going to go ahead and set it up and show you guys how to run this defense. Before I do, I just want to give myself some more space to work with. But if you're looking to get better at Madden 22, check out sportsgamers.com. We have all the best Madden 22 tips and ebooks for offense and defense, and we have content available for both current and next gen. Put a link in the comments and description to check us out. Anyways, so we're always going to control the middle linebacker on this defense. As soon as I come out, with auto flip on, I just hit one click to the left on the D-pad, and then audible to my blitz 3. Now, at this point, I'm going to show you guys first the most simple, easy way to run this defense, and then I'm going to get into different adjustments you can do depending upon what the offense is doing. So the most simple way to run this defense is to, first, after you audible to it, you spread your D-line out. So to do that, I hit left on the D-pad and up on the left analog stick, and I also crash them or slant them outside, which again is left on the D-pad and then up on the right analog stick. That right there should just take a split second. Now, sometimes in practice mode, they don't show your adjustments, but like I definitely did crash him out, so ignore this hook zone. He should be rushing. I'm going to QB contain by hitting R1 on PlayStation. On Xbox, you guys already know what that would be if you play on Xbox. Now, containing is going to do a few different things. First of all, if they're one of those guys who wants to roll out, it's not going to let them. If they try to roll out, the contains will get them. Secondly, is contains are kind of glitchy rushing the passer this year. They oftentimes loop around even blocking running backs, and they just work really well. Now, past this, you have options. You can shade your coverage down if you want some hard flats. You could shade them down and up if you want cloud flats. I'm going to shade down here because I know a lot of people like to attack the flats. And then with my user, I like to stand over the guard that's basically on the same side of the nickelback, opposite the running back. And when you have auto flip on, the nickelback will always go to the strong side of the offensive formation. So here, since it's a bunch, he's going to go to the bunch side of the formation. But anyways, so first of all, let me just show you how this play works. Again, that's the most simple setup. And then after that, I'm going to get into some adjustments you can do based upon like a lot of the stuff that the offense will actually try to do to you. So you guys can see here, it's pretty simple. You get easy pressure from one of the linebackers. If they don't block anybody, one of these linebackers is coming in free pretty much every time. And when a lot of times when you have safeties in the game here, they're they're going to be coming around even faster than linebackers will. But so you can see him looping around. Now as a user, what you want to do is you do want to kind of disengage with that lineman for a split second, and then you're going to drop back over the middle. I have both flats guarded, so I'm kind of just taking away the first read over the middle, kind of trying to bait them. But as you guys can see here, what ends up happening is we get a sack on Matt Ryan, and able to get in there very fast. Now, like I said, there are more adjustments you can do. So let's get into that now. So again, we're going to audible to my blitz 3. And now, one of the things I like to do that you don't have to, but I like to do it as long as my DBs are fast, is I press coverage. Because if I don't press coverage, it kind of just gives up easier things to hit on the outside with C routes and corner routes. But again, you have to have someone fast DBs to press. If your DBs are not fast enough to press, especially on next gen, do not press. So we're going to spread the D-line out, crash them out, contain, and then now we're going to get into some optional adjustments. So first of all, I will say that if the running back does get blocked, they might be able to stop this blitz, okay? Now, they're not always going to be able to stop it, though, because a lot of the time, these contains, they just run right around the running back. Now, again, it doesn't happen every time, but it does happen good enough. And the thing about it is, on Madden 22, you don't want to just sit back and rush 3 a lot, because if you do that, most likely they're going to tear you apart, because coverage on this year's game is bad. So by rushing 5, even if the running back does somewhat block the blitz, you'll get enough pressure from just, sheds and just, your actual pass rush, because you rush 5, that they won't have all day. You know what I mean? So this is the better strategy, because you're going to force them to make a quick read either way, whether you get an untouched sack or if it's more of like because of your pass rush. Because when you rush 5, and I am tricking the O-line by standing over them, making them think I'm blitzing when I'm really just dropping back, you're going to get pressure. So anyways, past that, there's more things you want to do. First of all, you guys should know that this formation allows you to glitch cover 3, right? So if someone knows how to do that, you can't have your third, your outside third and cover 3. You can't do that on the bunch side of the field. So if someone knows how to do that, you have a few different options. You could go ahead and make it a deep half, which is something like I'll do from time to time. It's just deep half this guy over here, and I don't know what is going on with my coverage. It looks like his deep half is trying to go to the other side of the field, but that should not be. I'm going to reset the play. That's just because I audibled, Alright, hopefully this time doesn't do that. No, it's still going to do that, apparently. All right, you're just going to have to ignore that. But you could deep half, or you could make it a cover 2. Just kind of like that. But anyways, you guys will have to just bear with me and understand that they're not changing. It's a glitch in practice mode, just like it was with the D lineman going into the his actual rush angle last time. It's just a glitch in practice mode. Oh, all right, there it goes. So it actually came. All right, so they actually did finally show my adjustments properly. That's how it's gonna look. Now again, you can shade down to take away the flat, or you can shade up to shade down and then up to have a cloud flat. And if you adjust your zone drops, you can control the depth to which your purples and your actual flat zones drop back. So that can take away the one play touchdown. Another thing that sometimes I'll like to do is, I'll guard the flats myself, and then I'll put this guy in a hook zone right here over the middle of the field, which would be the slot corner. Again, I know it's not showing that, but that's actually what's going to end up happening. You guys can see he drops back, and I just have to cover the crossing route myself. Now, you guys see what I mean there. Just blocking the running back doesn't really do much. If you block the running back, that guy is still going to run around the corner and get the sack. This defense is super glitchy like that. You guys can see here, the running back is not able to stop the splits. He just gets right. We basically just run around the running back and get the sack. Pretty effective blitz, right? Now, if you take a look at, other than that, all I really had to do myself is just cover that crossing route for a split second so they couldn't guard it. And again, you guys can see that the deep half, it's going to go deep so that this little streak wheel glitch does not get open. Another option you might have when running this defense to, change it up a little bit is you could actually just kind of play a hybrid coverage to where one side of the field you play cover 2, the other side is, man coverage or maybe a 3 deep. So something I like to do sometimes is just go ahead and put this guy in a cloud flat over here, and then basically play cover 2, and then just basically I'll man the slot up with or whoever the key receiver is over there, the slot, or maybe even the tight end. Sometimes I'll man them up. And when you do something like this, guys, you definitely need to watch the middle of the field yourself. Because remember, yes, I know I had the slot manned up, but like say the outside receiver, Ridley, went on a post route, or maybe even number 17 went on the post route, I got to watch the middle of the field myself. Now, obviously, I could counter that by just putting this safety in a third, but then I don't have any flats over there on the left. So if I did something like that, I'd have to watch the flats on the left. But if I kept this guy, in his actual flat zone, the safety on the left, then I'd have to watch the middle of the field. So all these adjustments are really important, and as the user, you have to always know what adjustments you are making, and basically take your user and account for it based upon the different adjustments you make. So here's interesting route combo that they might try to use. Let's take a look at how we might defend something like this with our user. So again, guys, remember, what did I say I need to watch? I need to watch the middle of the field. So again, I see that guy's on the post, and I take it away with my user, and I'm able to get in there for the sack. This is why this defense is so good, is because you're seeing that the running back blocking is not really doing anything at all. I'm able to get pressure against the blocked running back and do all these different coverage adjustments to where, I'm able to adjust to any route combo that they want to do. All the meta stuff you see online from this bunch formation, you can adjust from. So once again, remember, I changed the right side of the screen into a cover 2 so they can't throw the cover 3 bomb. I then manned up the slot receiver, and I kept my deep zone with my flat on the left. So hybrid coverage. And at that point, what I knew was that if I saw somebody running a post over the middle of the field other than the slot receiver who I had manned up, that I would need to watch that myself. So I have both flats guarded. I saw a post, and I just take the post away, and, they end up getting sacked. This defense is super, super effective because not only does it allow you to take away all the different reads they have. I mean, I guess they could have thrown to the tight end here, but we had a flat zone right there that would have gotten him. But, by the time that they're even seeing that's a possibility, they're about to get sacked. This defense also does a good job against the run. So if they want to audible to one of their run plays, we're going to be fine. Now, I will say the one thing is like if you think they're running the ball, I definitely don't like standing over the guard because you can get blocked a lot easier. If you think they're running the ball, it's better just to, and I mentioned this in a video the other day when I talked about run defense, it's better to just stand back a little bit so that they can't easily pick you up. And then you can kind of just, you'll do a lot better job at least taking up a blocker, maybe even shooting the gap. But 3-5 wide is really good run defense because it's hard to get to the outside, being that we have the nickel back always on the strong side of the offensive formation. And then you can just see, if the 3 down linemen and the 3 backers, and pressed with the safeties in the box, I mean, this is a solid, balanced defensive formation. It's not easy to run the ball on. So, you can definitely stop the run well from it. If someone's running shotgun and running the ball here and there, I have no issue running this defense every play. Now, if someone's under center on you running, I-form tights and single back wings with multiple tight ends, and yes, I probably would recommend another run defense. But as far as defending the most popular things you see online, which is mostly, as you guys know in this year's game, passing the ball a lot from shotgun, this is the defense to use. And again, you can find the 3-5 wide in a lot of different defensive books, but I recommend multiple if you want to run it the most because that's going to allow you to get your safeties in the game at linebacker. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, give me 250 likes on it, and we'll drop another fire play you can utilize with this from the 3-5 wide. This defense is amazing, and if you want more great Madden 22 ebooks and weekly premium tips, check out sportsgamers.com. I got both current and next-gen content for you guys on my site. Till next time, it's Duke, and I'm out of here.